Okay, apparently I'm live. I don't believe it just yet, but we are apparently live. If this doesn't work immediately, I'm just going to go and stream it without using the event page, which I've currently set up, which would be a bit annoying, but I can work with that and fix it later. In the meantime, I would like to see it actually working. Let's view on the watch page. Well, I told it to start. Working on the watch page. So I need to mute myself there. Okay, it has indeed started, although it hasn't started on the preview, which I've got a sort of YouTube thing to show me just how well it's doing and whether it is actually working. Apparently it isn't working on my preview thing, but it is working on the actual page. And yes, I've got to sort some things out. Although it hasn't started on the preview. I've got a sort of YouTube thing. Double talk. Whether it is actually working. It isn't working on my preview. My preview is working on the actual page. And yes, I've got to sort some things out. Thankfully, that bit's over. We hope. Technical. That bit's over. Okay, so now I can actually get round to starting an actual game. Yes, Town of Salem with Triple Talk, which hopefully won't be happening anymore, but somebody will have to tell me because I've now muted every single copy that I could find. What I actually found was happening was that I have a preview and public view page open, as well as the Town of Salem stream page open so I can see the chat. And of course, this caused 3 copies of my voice to suddenly appear, which, yeah, mass confusion. Although, it has to be said, that sounds like, based on everything, there isn't much of a delay, which may or may not be a good thing. We'll work that out later. In the meantime, then, Salem Edge, the town of. If I will actually post some links up, because I hadn't meant to do that. Yeah, they are actually up. I've got 2 game links. One's for the Steam link, one's for the browser link. Just add me at Shadowhawk 2012, and you can actually join. Currently, we have a Dark Alex who's joining us. Hello, Dark Alex, sir. How are we doing? Hefty smack with an hammer. Yes, a hefty smack with an hammer would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, we have one friend at least, so I can, in theory, get things started. One thing I will have to do, because I'm playing Town of Salem in a full screen, is I'm going to have my chat window over there, so I can see things there while watching here. It'll work, kind of. Meantime, I should really check and see if there's anything else I can actually still buy, because it's been a while, and I do have virtually unlimited cash due to Kickstarter things. Redeem code, that was my redeem code I entered a while ago, to have scrolls, which have a new thing they've added. You can basically use scrolls to choose basically gives you a priority pick of which class you want to be, which is nice, but I think it does detract from something. Toffee hammer. I have a toffee hammer somewhere. I have some toffee, actually. Well, quite so. I mean, actually, the only reason I'm streaming on YouTube is because I had to change all the settings around for my tests, and I hadn't taken it back yet. And because of everything else, I figured, you know what, we'll just run it for YouTube. I'll set the event up. Oh, I have to change the settings for that as well, because it uses slightly different settings than the normal one I was doing last time. But oh well. Well, actually, announcements went about 3 days ago. If you scroll up the chat, I don't know whether it's all still there, but I had chats 3 days ago from Bird Jesus, In the Clouds, and various other people, including Dylan's. Huzzah! If it breaks, it obviously needs replacing anyway. This is very, very true. So, I'm going to go and just play a standard game. Oh, darn it, I hadn't meant to do that, but it doesn't matter. That's what I currently look like. Ignore all of that. It means nothing. Right. So, let's create a party with anybody who is currently online, which I believe is just Dark Alex. I also need to quickly, before I set this up, grab somewhere I have my little text file for Salem. There we are. Huzzah for my text file for Salem, which now covers absolutely everything. All the amnesiac scrolls are awesome. Yeah, I set Marriage and Disaster Villains up as moderators because I normally do that anyway. I don't know why. They've only needed to do one bit of moderation in the entire history of me streaming, but still, they are my moderators. We trust them. Marriage to fix things, Disaster Villains to break things. It's a nice balance. So, let us start normal classic game. It doesn't seem to be that much based on my triple talk. You can play Town of Salem in a window. Okay. We shall begin with the King of Townies, because I like the name. I'm not going to bother hiding things too much here, and we want to kill Pablo immediately. Yeah, no worries, sir. Usual kind of rules apply here. We prefer you not to, but since this is really only a starting game, Dark Alex, I'm really not going to enforce you on this one. Oh. Okay, that's new. That is new, and I like it. So I imagine that's my the roll randomizer thing, which, huzzah. Well, we're liking this if it's virtually no lag. I'm going to have to do some time checks in a little bit. Oh, that was me doing a mess up there. So I'm now writing time check now. As I said now, I entered, so we'll see how long that is. Wheel of Fate. Jonathan has left the game. So we are the lookout. Also, I need to set up my things. Where's my darn tab for this? Must have message. So, congrats, you killed the Shadowhawk. Of course, this is for cookies. So, Red Leader is our night one. So we shall go and see who visits Red Leader. This may or may not be helpful. Blurry vision is deliberate. I didn't realise there was a lot of blurry vision. Time check ping. Well, I'm basically trying to find out how long the delay was, but... This game is essentially Werewolf. Werewolf is a great little party game, which is generally played with about 30 people. We have a group of people trying to kill everybody, and a large group of people trying to work out who those people are. Every night we can... by vote, majority rules, have one person selected to go up and be killed. Now, this is the only way the townies, usually the green people, have to deal with the reds, who are, generally speaking, the mafia. There are other ways of winning, of course, and there are other roles. There is a serial killer who wins if he kills absolutely everybody. We have to work out, using our abilities and using whatever trust levels we think we can give out, information and others to work out what the heck has happened. So, we know 3 people are dead. The sheriff, the jester, and a suicidal mafia member. So that's good. Immediately then, not a bad start. One down, 2 to go. Also, did anybody visit... Hold on. This is the other thing. You got to remember the chat log. Nobody visited 1 last night. We will find out at every night some information. Effectively, yeah, it is a bit of logic and deduction, but also trying to convince everybody else that your point of view is valid. Currently, I'm playing an investigative townie, so I can get some useful info. I can find out who is visiting. Now, obviously you have to visit somebody to murder them, but there's other reasons why you would as well. Sheriffs and investigators will visit a person to basically investigate them. The doctor will visit somebody to heal them. You know, there's plenty of reasons why somebody would visit, but it allows me to throw suspicion on people. And that is what is important. Currently, this is the voting stage, where We need 7 votes to send somebody up to be lynched. At that point, everybody will vote guilty or innocent. If they voted guilty, we kill them. Innocent, we let them live. Innocent is a bit more rare, in all honesty. The Sheriff is one of the more useful classes because he can directly identify members of the serial killer and other things. So this time, we are going to... We're going to check out returning Taco, who I happen to know is the person Dark Alex. It's not really a massive thing that... It's not really a massive game-changing thing that I know that, but, you know. We're going to check if anybody visits him. If he dies, then we have notes for suspicion. Every time somebody dies, they drop a will. Now, of course, they might have written absolutely nothing, but they might have written something helpful. Night 1, nobody will have written anything helpful. The Sheriff did check for jazz hands, so that might suggest that jazz hands is something there. I was attacked by a serial killer and killed. Thankfully, I think I saved 13 as my visitor, so I am now out of the game. The medium has the ability to talk to the dead chat every night, but the medium doesn't know who they are talking to. So dead Mafia members, for example, can sort of skew what she hears. At this point, I didn't really find out a lot. 1 no visitors, 13. And somebody has earned themselves... The serial killer has earned himself a cookie, which is my unofficial, you have killed me, have a cookie. And at some stage I'll actually make those. This is about my 10th or 11th night of doing this on YouTube and Twitch, and these always tend to go out quite well. Meanwhile, I need drink. Drink! And nobody's leaving wills. You need to leave information for the rest of the people if you're a townie, because, you know, you have to give some help. And the medium died. Helpful. Losing the medium means that I basically have no further interest in the game. There's nothing I can do to affect it. I'm watching to see what happens. I can still technically win if the townies do win, but... Oh yeah, and there's whispering. Which is always suspicious, even though it never is. I have owed marriage and cookies for many... No, cookies do not equal cakes. Cakes and cookies are different things, as has been proven for VAT purposes by Jaffa cakes. There was actually a large legal case about this, where they baked a giant Jaffa cake to prove which it was. So no, cakes are not equivalent to biscuits. Or cookies. A bag of chips I could probably do, in fairness. It's as big a bet as I will actually make. Honestly, I've made bets before here. I bet a bag of chips on a reverse XCOM game with James once. Anyway, I should really check what's actually going on in the game. Really, this is blind accusing phase, and there are various stages where blind accusing works. Ah, biscuits. Indeed. And they baked a giant Jaffa cake to prove which one it was. And that giant Jaffa cake disappeared rather rapidly. I wonder why. Love the things. Bomb. It was just to cover up for UFL landing. Oh, quite possibly. Nom 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 nom. Oh, Tacos is dead, killed by serial killer and a veteran. The veteran is a class that anybody who visits him on a night he decides to have his gun out dies. You're a retributioner? Hold on. Oh, Taco was a framer. Well, the only other person in the chat who's involved in that game, yep. Veteran is one of the more interesting classes. You get 3 nights where you can be absolutely unkillable or death to anyone he visits. Veteran betas are the most evil people in the game if they're successful. I have watched a game where the veteran has killed 6 people in one night, including serial killer, mafia member, the doctor, unfortunately, a sheriff, an investigator. Yeah, he basically wiped out half the town in one night. But, to be fair... Yeah, no, it was a reasonable thing to do, in fairness. The jailer's out as well. The jailer's one of the more powerful classes in this game. They can lock somebody up for a night, which does protect that person. The jailer after night 1 has the option of executing them, but he can only execute once. Actually, no. He can execute multiple times as long as he never hits a townie, or anybody who is green. I think he's allowed to hit jesters and executioners if he gets them. Certain people cannot be killed at night as well. This is kind of relevant. A serial killer can only be killed on the stand, so somebody has to put him up. The Godfather is similar. The Godfather, however, does move up the ranks, depending. If a Godfather dies, the Mafioso becomes a Godfather. If the Mafioso dies, I think the Framer becomes a Mafioso. No, actually, he wouldn't have done because he was framing. I think if there's no other Mafia, I think he becomes the Mafioso. I forget exactly how it works. I used to know a lot about this game, and, you know, things need to be remembered. In any case. In any case, it's looking fairly good for the serial killer. There'll be 2 deaths tonight. They are the lamest jailers. The jailer is my best class. I've had some legendary jailer matches in my turn, but I feel that is an absolute cheat. So no. The one thing I do say, though, if you are jailed, never claim to be the executioner, never claim to be the jester, because you're just being asked to be killed. The best things to be are the neutrals, as much as possible. Even the ones that can be readily identified are probably reasonable. The downside is, though, when you get found out. But sometimes I don't remember that. It's a bit weird sometimes. Depends how much people are paying attention. Obviously, I'm dead, so I'm paying basically no attention to this game. I could actually leave this game. But I'm going to give some people time, and we'll see how things go. And let's actually have a quick chat on some things. Stream health is apparently good. So huzzah for that. Oh, that was the death of the veteran. Yeah, if you get hated and you're the veteran, that's normally a good thing. As long as you've got some bullets left. It is always vital to have bullets. So, from here, there are only 2. There are 2 evil, 1 possible executioner. In fact, no, it is a definite executioner. It might be a jester at this point. The executioner becomes jester if their target dies. The executioner must get 1 townie lynched to win. That's his only win condition, officially. After the rest of the game, he's just whatever he feels like. If his target dies before going on the stand, he becomes a jester, and the jester only wins by being executed themselves. There is a possibility there is 1 left. And here is the trial stage. Flamethrower! Yes, no worries, sir. Catch you a bit later. So since the vote was a tie, and Hobbits will get off. And because there's enough voting time left, we can have a second vote. Though obviously with much reduced time to get anything done. So just looking at things here, I think there's about a 15-second delay going on at the moment, which is okay. Yeah, we know you'll still be around, Dylan. See, I can't rearrange some things on this, but oh well. The Mafia should... Well, it's a toss-up between Mafia and Serial Killer. The Mafia has to get them to kill the Serial Killer before the Serial Killer gets the Mafia here. The Serial Killer wins a draw between the Godfather and Serial Killer. So, if he goes on one more night, there's going to be some problems. They are useful for making friends, in all honesty. You can just say, look, I have the flamethrower. And if somebody else has a Nerf gun, you have the greatest weapon of all time. The flaming Nerf gun. Ducky Game has taught me well. So very, very well. Shiny's a transporter, which is the random town role, which isn't on the standard list. Transporter's allowed to swap the positions of any two people. Which, yeah, can have some really hilarious results. And Harlequin did say she was investigator, so she might have been killed because of that. Actually, who did kill her? Chat log, she was killed by the Mafia, so the Mafia just decided, you know what, we don't want investigators identifying things. Let's go kill them. And now it's a case of who's going to look at the chat, but at this point the townies are down to... Random towns out, town killings the veteran... So I think they have a doctor left. Yeah, the townies are down to a doctor. Stop abusing old AIs, Dylan. The AI's almost older. The AI's older than you. Stop abusing it. Well, somebody needs to vote for the townies to win, but also it's now getting critical because the Godfather has to now lynch the serial killer. Otherwise, the serial killer will win at this point. To be fair, it's not a true AI, but yes, I feel it too. Jeez, I'm only 30 in a month's time. Jeez. Okay, I'm nearly 30. I can't be playing video games anymore. Clearly that must end it. Or at least scale down my video games and go back to a 1912 persona to do everything properly. I should really do some more 1912 stuff. I keep meaning to. I am old as fuck, sir. I most certainly am. And apologies, I don't normally swear on my channel, but that deserved it. I'm sure everybody will agree. And if you don't, well, I apologise. Shadowhawk 1912 for the win! Yes, quite so. Quite so. I keep meaning to do some stuff, but I just, you know... I have too much going on right now. Far too much. I mean, I have a page of things I need to record here, actually. For the next couple of days or so, which includes finally some Advance Wars, which, honestly, yeah. It may be fast watch it, but I still don't do it, as a general rule. And, you know, I don't feel the need to. Tally bally ho, moonbeams, what? Quite so, quite so. We're now just amusing ourselves while we wait for this game to end. The only reason I've got any kind of interest in it is because Dark Alex can still potentially win. Otherwise I'd have left by now, I think. The Doctor is out, so I don't think there's any townies left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, there is one left. I think the town killing... No, town killing's gone. Random is gone. The escort's still around as well. But the townies have no hope of winning. It's not about being... It's not really at this stage. They know. This is true enough. We are here for the banter. Banter must be had, otherwise it is not amusing. Banter! So, stuff, right? And things. And occasionally Balrog rants. I'm sure people are here for that occasionally. In fact, my next character is probably going to be Angry Balrog. Meh. I've got other projects. XCOM 2 delayed is fine. I don't mind that so much. Games get delayed, and to be fair, they were released like clockwork in one a year on November for a while, in terms of things, so, you know. These things do happen. It's not as end of the world, and in all fairness, it opens up the things of it. The Balrog was definitely pissed. Think of all that masonry work he's going to have to do to rebuild his darn ceiling. And his darn rocks and shiny things. Well, you know, he had to work hard to make those. Or at least wait for the things to happen. I don't know, almost always. If it's consistent 6 years of delays, then we got some issues. And certainly there are some games which have definitely managed to do that. Dropping your monocle, sir? By Jove! I think that is then a serial killer victory. Some games I'm excited by. There's one game I picked up, a couple of games I picked up on Steam actually. The British Balrog will rebuild the wall. Indeed, quite so, quite so. But he'll then grumble about the weather. There is no weather in a deep mountain, I suppose. Or volcano, it must be, because obviously fire, shadow, flames. But honestly, he'd still find a way to complain about the weather. It's raining dwarves again. But that's what we got Euro Truck Simulator for. There's expansions to Euro Truck Simulator that have come out recently. I noticed that. The serial killer wins. And so we shall return to the page here, and we shall... I should really leave this one, if I can leave. How do I leave? Get me out of here. There we go. Indeed! Port and cigars! What? Not that I smoke, actually, but port and cigars anyway! Other people should smoke cigars, and I should just do the things. Yeah, I probably get that. Still... Not today, sir. Not today. There will be no Euro trucking today. Although certainly grumbling up and down the M1 or just going round the M25 looking for work is would probably be fun. Or rather insane. I don't know. Anyway, folks, I'm going to see if there... I'm sure I did check everything, but it keeps coming up with these buy options. It really should either just give me everything, which I do have, or, you know, just... Oh, well. Shouldn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to quickly switch that off while I change my configuration around. And if you wish to join me, join us! We'll go with that one, because that actually is a new one, I think. So, we don't want to be in Pixel Town anymore. We want to be in... Okay! That's an interesting one. Okay, the death animation. Sooner or later, I will be lynched. So it has to happen. Anyway. Right, back to this. Huzzah! Currently, it's still just me and Dark Alex, but I'm willing to wait a little bit if people want to get in. One thing I should probably do is check Twitch and see if there's anybody hanging out on there going, hello? Is there a stream happening today? Oh. I should really do update videos about this sort of thing, but honestly, if YouTube works, I'm going to stick with YouTube for the most part. Main control, sir. Oh, Countryside Land Rover Simulator. That is a simulating game that I want to have. Clearly, it is meant for me. It is the perfect game for me to let's play. Absolutely perfect. No, wait. This is the other thing. What's the other thing? Hello there, how are we doing? I'm just about to start a bit of a game, but I'm just waiting to see if anybody is actually going to join for the actual gameage. Pie and Chip Simulator 2017? Marriage in? Where is the Pie and Chip Simulator 2017 pre-purchase thing? Point me to it. I must have Pie and Chip Simulator 2017. Awesome! Well, it's always nice to have people joining me, so huzzah! We're currently up to... We were at 7 a while ago, but I think we're down to 6 again. Somebody's obviously got frightened off by the prospect of Pie and Chip Simulator. This is something we do have to do. Yeah, we're going to pre-purchase Pie and Chip Simulator 2017, provided somebody goes and makes it. I will pre-purchase it. I probably won't pre-purchase it for very much. But yeah, a Kickstarter project for Pie and Chip Simulator 2017. Somebody needs to do that. And I will let's play it. I will be the forefront of getting people to buy it. I will be ultimately unsuccessful, but that is the plan now. Anyway, I'm gonna give it one more minute, and then we're just gonna go with the two of us. Yeah, why not? Tacos? Taco pies, maybe? Actually, tacos wouldn't really work with pies. A pastry as a pre-order bonus definitely seems like the thing to do. Possibly Shadowhawkian cookies should be on a top-tier item. Oh, my cookies are never evil. Well, some of them are. The ones I normally consider just throwing away or, you know. But most of them are not evil. Alright, that's a lie too. Okay, I think I'm just going to start things up. Again, I'm just going to go classic, classic normal, create party. We shall invite my companion for this time, Dark Alex. And then we shall go and get started. I also wouldn't bother about muting the stream, Dark Alex. There's just not enough of us. And if you know who I am, well, it's fine. As long as you don't abuse the position. And if we're on the same team, then you definitely can't abuse the position. Very good companion. You're the only person here. That makes you the awesome companion. And we shall, of course, be the angry Balrog. Traitor Taco? How do I equip scrolls anyway? I know, I should really look into that, but... Oh, we got a fun one. Okay, so we are the veteran. We get 3 bullets. Okay. I want to think about how to play this, because a genius veteran play is to get everybody to go and assassinate you at this point. Oh, Dark Alex has got a bad roll. Are you Jester or Executioner? Don't kill me yet. So, we are going for trollolololling, and I've said the immortal words, don't kill us yet. Alright, if you can play the Power Jester, sir, do it. I'm going to do everything I can to get you up on that stand and winning. I'm going to help Dark Alex win. This is blatant abuse of the game, but to be fair, it's a minor one to try and help the Jester win. I'm going to do everything I can to get you up there. I don't know what I can do, but I'm going to try it. Physics-based quest to achieve pie and chips. This is true, and eels are slippery, so, you know, there is that. Yay, I shot somebody! Perfect. Oh, I got... Please tell me I got all 4 of these. Please tell me I got all 4 of these. No, Mafia kill. Ah, the Mafia didn't go for me. Okay. Night 1, Distracted Senpai. And also, I need to put my notes up. Copy. And my death note. Random death. We like random death. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as if we got anybody helpful. Naked Panda was brutally murdered last night, committed suicide, and was also killed by a veteran. Look out, number 1, Angry Balrog. Darn it, I'm known. They know I am now the vet. Well, I'm finished now. It would be a class who's actually gone to bother looking for me. That was too obvious, and now I'm in trouble. Well, bugger. No one gets to my home. Okay. Kill everything is my motto. You a traitor, traitor? I'm a vet. See, I can't do much immediately, but if I can get the wheels turning against him. Then I've got to last 2 more nights somehow. Clearly must be. Oh, I don't think we'll get a chance to kill Harley Quinn if, you know, Raven doesn't turn out to be Mafia. I just get the feeling we're not going to. Murder the mayor! Clearly the mayor is the one who must... There isn't actually a mayor in this game, I don't believe, but clearly the mayor must die. Meanwhile, we gotta get a Taco killed. We gotta get a Taco lynched, actually, which is the difficult bit here, because really... Don't visit. Okay, so we're going to play the double bluff here. I've basically announced, do not visit me. Do not, because clearly this would be a night I would like to save a bullet. It could have been helpful, but doesn't matter for the moment. It might have been too obvious as well, because you don't want to be a too obvious jester. It's the difficulty with that roll. If you're too obvious, then there's that doubt. You have to basically come across it naturally. Nobody visited me. That was such a waste. I wasted a shot. Harley Quinn is dead. And the thing is, I'm not a role that can actually implicate Taco at this point. I'm really not. The best I can do is just go for it. Alright, make your case, Taco. Come on, this is my best chance of helping you out here. But they're so... come on, somebody said it. Yes! Now, whatever you do, do not kill me. Seriously. Well, actually, you can do what you like. At this point, I'm just trying to help you out. No, actually, no, I can't type that now. Yay! He's pulled it off! Alright, now I've just got to get him killed. I don't know how I can help the rest of this game out, but yeah. This is the way to play the Jester. Just have somebody sabotaging the game for you. Hooray! Yeah, quite probably. That was an oddly specific method of death. I'm not sure we planned that. Huzzah! Now, if you can hit a Mafia member for me, this would be awesome. But I imagine the Mafia abstained. You can kill who you want. I gave you the win here. You can do what you like with it. I would say I am going to go Night Free here. This is my last bullet. It's really a bad thing to do on Night Free, but it might also be unexpected. They also don't know I missed on Night 2, which is possibly key. We'll see. Hello, Games Guy. How we doing? We're sailing, and I've just managed to help Dark Alex out with a Jester win. That's all going okay so far. We're up to 9 watchers according to the thing. Oh, did I... sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did I get anybody? No, I didn't get anybody, and they're 3 deaths, so I don't know how I can win this now. Still, one of these would have been killed by the Taco, of course. Let's see how he got. Clearly it's a good combo, I just can't win on my side of it. The townie was, of course, the medium. James Bailey was killed by the Mafia. Yeah, I really went a bit... I shouldn't have fired all 3 bullets. Died from the guilt over lynching the Jester. Fair enough. Oop, yeah, my phone's going off somewhere. I'll find out later. Well, that's really screwed up the town, because I think I'm the last guy left. I have a feeling I'm about to be lynched. Which does at least mean that I hit all of my, I do too. It's one of those games. At this stage, though, I am kind of finished. I am the last remaining townie. I helped a Jester win by cheating, admittingly, but that's about all I could do. We helped a Jester win. The only way I could make this work is if we got a... Yeah, this is the only way I can make this work. Oh, we might get the Godfather here, which might actually make nothing happen, because I'm still going to lose this to the serial killer. I don't care. You were also talking as if you had the town going on, but... Yeah, you did call it. You were very... Yeah, definite thing. I mean, it won't help me win at all, because there's a serial killer and still a killing mafia out there, so I'm not going to last the night. Assuming they ignore me, actually, I might last one more, but I'm not going to have the ability to go 3v1. Except to knock out one of the other two, in which case I still lose, because it goes 3-1, 2-1, which, yeah. Ah, well. Doesn't matter, I was out anyway. S 5 seconds. Well, I'm out anyway. I doubt I'll be attacked this night because they know I'm a vet, but... Yeah, I didn't... I wish I had a bullet left, but I did use up all my bullets, so... Ah, well. We helped a Jester win, and you know what? That's something too. Yep. And very angry. And now I owe some mysterious serial killer a cookie. Oh dear God. Are you okay, Lion? I mean, honestly, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I knew that was Seance. Yeah, no, that's a feature that's been added because obviously whenever I play a medium, I always die night one, so it at least gives them something they can do. And it's also a private 1-to-1, I think, as well. I mean, yeah, it might have been helpful a little earlier, but... You know, at this stage the game was done, even if they didn't kill me. The Mafia now have to get the serial killer lynched, otherwise they lose. Also, the townie likes saying Q. You may be right about school, sir. And the thing is saying there. Oh, Anion's joined the forces of the Long War, which I've got to add to the list. By the way, I'm already through the list on Long War, can you believe? I've got a few people who had later who I sort of had on back burners, but they hadn't actually requested it just yet from previous wars. But yeah, why would you want Resi 5, sir? Except as possibly a curiosity. Mind you, I'm the same person who said I saw a copy of Dragon Age 2 on the PS3 for £3, and I thought, honestly, at £3, Dragon Age 2 is worth it. I mean, it's not a good game by any stretch of the imaginations, but for £3, you know, that's sort of getting to the price is down to a level which is acceptable with the game. So I now have a copy of Dragon Age 2, which I bought for £3. Resi 5 might be purchasable at around £3 in all fairness, but we'll see. The newer £3 is not too much for Dragon Age 2. I mean, debatable, I'm sure, but you know, I feel £3 is definitely at the point. No, definitely. The one thing I would say I really dislike about playing Long War, where it's impossible to win in the air at all with any kind of fighters, you know, sending up one at a time, surely we send up a squadron. Surely. But anyway. Victory, chips, and my second loss of the night. So, we shall head home. I shall quickly change the thing over. I own Inquisition, but I haven't actually had a chance to play a lot on it. Bear with. I'm just going to quickly change what I look like. And go to my favourite one of the maps, because I love that. Okay, I found something amusing. Definitely going to be that, and the house needs to be... There we go. Right, so I'm all set up. Okay, let's just switch that back round. And I'm going to give people a minute or two just to join in, and then I'll just go in with Dark Alex, and we will be the Super Squad once again. Yes, we do use weight as currency, sir. Definitely the LB style rather than the weird pound scribble symbol, but yeah. 50 hours to get bored of Inquisition. I haven't really had a chance. I've played through the prologue, but I've had so much to do, I haven't actually got any further than that. At some stage I should get a bit more into it, but... I got very themic with this next one, but I probably am going to see if we can join a custom game and see what happens. You know what? I could work with that as a currency-based system. I really could. What's your Steam playtimes like then? Or... Somebody else will have to take that question. It's been a while since I've even done the prologue to that. I'll have to... At some stage I'll get back into things. Honestly, there's certain games I do have to play through. I've got to play the Mass Effect games because I've not played any of them. I think I own 1 and 2 on Steam, but I've got to get through them at some stage. Probably not as a Let's Play, just as a sort of thing to play, if you get me. I can top that for weirdness. Dylan, how many hours of Spreadsheet Manager have I accrued? I think it's in the 250s. 250 hours of Spreadsheet Manager. Jeez. No, this is a modern game on a browser, which is Town of Salem. And I'm just going to go straight into it, make your party, and we will get some people into this. So we shall invite for Dark Alex. I played Spreadsheet Manager 11 and 13. Football Manager, really. Football Manager, because honestly... Football Manager. Was this just... Oh, no, I went into the standard game rather than classic. Whoops. Yeah. To be fair, a lot of it was before I started YouTubing. I've gained some sense since then. Not very much, because clearly I've gained no sense whatsoever in some cases, but I have gained some. And that allowed me to talk in silly voices and obviously misrepresent everything. And also, come up with silly pronunciations. It's one I've had before, but I'm feeling a bit I'm feeling a bit meh about things, so I'll be not a fish. I'm gonna have to learn how to equip scrolls. Hold on. Okay, I'm an escort. It's now time for the Shadowhawkian escort service. CK2 is amazing. I do like CK2. An Excel-based game would probably be more interesting. I know more about Excel, in all honesty, than really Spreadsheet Manager. Or football in general. But I still logged 270 hours of that. Behold! The fire pits! I am, by the way, the arsonist figure, and I have a burned out house, and yeah, I'm on top of a volcano. Burn it all! Bye! So, let me just go and quickly put my things up. Now, the important thing about this is that whoever I pick, I've got to make sure, I've got to see what doesn't happen. So we're gonna escort Jon Snow. Now, critically, if either the Mafia or the serial killer fail to kill, then we'll see. I am so sexy. Well, you could try, in fairness. At the moment, I'm trying to escort somebody else, though, so I'm not really interested in your advances, Alex. Nothing personal. I'm just, you know. Fair enough. You can try. Jon Snow died as I was escorting him. Let's see if I accidentally got him killed. Did he have a way to protect himself? He was stabbed by Mafia and serial killer. Died. Well, I prevented the investigator from doing his job. So, huzzah! We now know it wasn't him. Oh dear. Okay. So, we need to find out... Basically, the thing we're going to be trying is... Yes! In the Clouds is here, as is a noob uncle. Huzzah! We have people. A whole 9 of them, in fact. Hello, all 9 of you. By the way, noob uncle, you can finally have your watch. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on. I'm gonna get that watch mailed to you soon, along with the cookies. Right. I should really have been paying attention to what people were saying. Ah, no worries. nothing happened. Because random lynch on night 1 was probably a sensible thing to do something else. So anyway, he died. Night 2, we are going to go for... Where do we know the name Drax from? By the way, Drax. 10. Well, I wasn't killed, which is always a good start. Escort the fun next night. Yeah, that probably makes sense to me. James Bailey thankfully wasn't the person I escorted, so that's at least something. Otherwise, the lookout's just going to go, it was him! Also, interestingly, there was no Mafia kill. I'm sure everybody is happy. I am the sexy escort of the village. And of course, the profanities have started. Actually, they were starting earlier in all fairness. But we're down 2 people, and I have effectively stopped Mafia kill, so I've got to note that. So, I'm going to do that again for next night 3. Whenever you're partially successful, you've got to basically test it. So, we're going to test this for night 3. If we get another one, then I know who the Mafia is. I haven't really watched a lot of Babylon 5 at all. How's your Doom hammer? I don't have a hammer in Doom. I have shotgun! No, we don't necessarily need to kill Donald Trump. At least not in-game. Right, what's the evidence going against you at this point? Other than we want to lynch somebody. Because I've not really been paying that much attention, have I? Shotgun is never impossible, sir. I'm actually going to go with it. It's possible, which is why I've got to test it another night. If I get 2 in a row, then I've secured 10 Drax as the Mafia who kills people. But I've got to spend 2 nights doing it to test this. Oh well, I'm probably going to get killed here in any case, but it doesn't matter. You obviously didn't get it fast enough. Still, Drax. So it's important to test this, because if there's no Mafia kill a second night in a row, then I've hit the killing person of the Mafia. I would imagine, though, that... Actually, they've got no clue who I am, so all they know is they're being rollblocked by somebody if this keeps going. So they've got to start randomly lynching and hoping that it comes off. So, you know, this might actually work out. We'll see, though. Well, thankfully I wasn't killed by the Jester, which would have been a bad result of this. Drax, I imagine then that I've not hit the serial killer. I've hit Drax twice, so clearly if there's a Mafia death here, then, yeah, that wasn't it. Fun then is my next target, really. Save the fish! Save the fish! I don't know why the fish needed saving particularly, but oh well. Sorry, Alex. Okay, so the Mafia are still able to attack. Save the fish! And there was a jailer execution as well, which... Kujabi is immune. There's probably a double bluff, in fairness. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You did not do anything. It's fine. You haven't failed, sir. In fairness, though, might as well go for this. If it's Mafia-led, then that just means we got the serial killer. Or at least somebody who's immune, which Executioner is fine. Why so sad, Getaway Gamer? This is a forum of death, debate, and logic. Well, logical failures at the very least. And also me being sexy escort, attempting to work out who is a serial killer. And I've got to work it out reasonably fast here. Yeah. People! Dark Alex, I need more of a response than people. I abstained, but honestly, that was a huge... I was kind of involved in other things. But yeah. Honestly, this has been an odd round. Two double jesters is a bit strange. 2 jester victories in one game is really, really strange, actually. But it's just showing how well the Mafia is doing. Right. So I think Fun is the person we're going to block at this point. Your dapper hat was damaged! There are still 4 townies, including myself. So, information is important here. We still outnumber people. If we block for serial killer with this move, it'd be quite helpful. I'm going to have to go for it. Yeah, free just... yeah. In fairness, though, one of them was given. Those 2 were just... yeah. They went crazy and made it work for themselves. I can't even say Drax is innocent, actually, based on things. I'm still alive, which is amazing enough. But is anybody else? 2 deaths. Oh, actually, 1 jester. I might have hit somebody here. And if there's no serial killer death, I know who it is. The downside is, if I reveal it, the Mafia are probably going to win. I salute your dapper hat of doom, sir. I salute it. I wasn't paying attention to that. What's did by not a fish? Okay. Not a fish saved myself. A doctor? That'll be the doctor, I imagine. Which is really not good. Also, how did you die? No, I got both of them. So now there's some real trouble starting up, but there is now 2. 2 and 1. This is the last chance. I blocked. I'm going to have to reveal some info here because it doesn't matter if we do it anyway. Honestly, I've got to try something. Things have to be tried because otherwise I've got no hope. If this hits a Mafia member or a serial killer, I still have a chance. Yeah, I am being ignored, but it doesn't matter. Honestly, at this point, it's half evil to half good in terms of game state. This is the last chance for the townies to get anywhere, and we have to get lucky here. The good news is there's no more jesters. And as I say, it's still... I don't mind rugby. I don't watch it all that much, but it's the World Cup year this year, so... My best bet now, I've got to hit. I have to hit the... So copy that. Okay, could not find the last will. Serial killer. Awesome. But at least I'd know. Right, now I have to hit the right Mafia member to keep the game going. So, we know it's not fun, we know it's not Drax. I have a 50-50 shot at this. Do we think it's Donald Trump or the Mexican immigrant? This seems like a really questionable thing I've got to decide between. Okay. It's really questionable, but I'm going to go with Donald Trump. Right. If there are no kills, then I have hit the right person. Oh, I was killed by... The good news is, I think I hit the Donald Trump is the key Mafia member, but now I can't do anything because of a darn vigilante. Okay. Hopefully they'll get from that, but I don't think there's any townies left. Arrgh! I blocked. I had it. Oh well. Well, it's now 2-on-2. Actually, two Mafia members left. This game over. The Mafia are now out. Yeah, 2v2, that's the game. I know. If he'd have shot anybody else, it would have been fine. But... ah, well. I had a 50-50 shot. I got the right one, at least. I think. I don't think there's any more immune classes left. Is there any... I mean, the Vigilante's now going to die because, you know... is the stream down? Bear with. It will have occasional lag. It's telling me the stream health is good, but that can mean anything. It's YouTube. Apparently we had 13 viewers at our peak rate at the moment, but huzzah. But yeah, somebody's got to pay attention. I mean, there is actually a game state going on. I should really be paying more attention than I am. But oh well. I think actually there's playback on this one, so you can in theory scroll back and then rewatch things. But that's game. We're up to 14 now, apparently. 14! And no, we don't mind you paying attention. It's a good thing. Certainly is a good thing. Drax searches for fish. was a bit... Okay. Well, not a fish, unfortunately, was not a success. But there'll be other stuff in the future, I'm sure. Right, so I'm going to go quickly change my class. People, you may join me, you know. It is a thing. I'm going to get somebody into the game anyway. Right, bear with me 2 moments. I'm just going to change my customization and things because, you know, things must be changed. Oh, that's perfect. We're going with that. Let's see. I need something suitably fun. And I think we're going to stay on the volcano because I do like the volcano. Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. I've asked a couple of people in the Skype chat to try and help me out. Bear with me, I've just got to copy a link for somebody. Oh, you shouldn't have to download it actually. The browser's the second link if you want to do that. Just make sure to add me as... I'm named Shadowhawk 2012 along the top, so if you add me as a friend I can add you into whatever thing we're going into. Also, it's the first video in a while that I haven't been advertising Markiplier for. Well, Little Debbie's about to join, so that'll be good. No worries, Cloud. You can always, we're always happy to watch, but you know, I would like to get a few more people into the games. Apparently, Disaster Dylan would. Yeah, because I backed the Kickstarters. I have unlimited funds, effectively. Yeah, I backed both Kickstarters, actually, so I have unlimited funding. It just happens. One thing I'm trying to work out, actually, and I'm going to just... Oh, we have a notification. Always Sometimes Lying is now on there, and he's going to be part of the team for when we get around to things. So huzzah for that. Equip a scroll. Okay. I'm going to add a dock scroll. A Retributionist scroll. And finally a... What do we want from here? An Amnesiac scroll. Yes, those are clearly the best scrolls. Clearly the best. Okay. Ignore all of that. That's just me messing around. We have Little Debbie in the chat. So I'm going to give people a minute or so and then we'll start. And then we'll probably join a custom game of some kind, because I've done 3 classics at the moment. We need to do something a little more interesting. I know, that's why we're moving on to others. But I've got the scrolls, I might as well use them. And I like being a doctor. I always heal the serial killer. It's my thing. I heal one person throughout the entire game, and unfortunately they're always the serial killer. But if I can forget about it, everything will be good. Right, let's just set that up. Okay. And Dylan will apparently join once China has been infiltrated. Dear, what's the time anyway? Time is a thing. I'm probably going to be screaming for another hour. I'm not sure. It depends what comes up. But I've got Amnesiac, Retributionist, and Doctor saved. And I like playing the Doctor. So, I think we're just about ready to start. Let's get into a game then. Custom, create party. And let us invite the peoples. Actually, Dark Alex, are you in this game or? Have we lost the Dark Alex? I have lost the Dark Alex. Hold on, bear with. Yeah, no, you're just not coming up on the list here. Bear with. Yeah, you really aren't coming up on the list. Bear with. Okay. Have you got an invite, sir? Oh, there we go. That worked. Well, there's waiting and pending for you. Okay. Custom. And wait for Dark Alex to get in, and then we will restart. It won't take that long. It's not that. It's a browser game, really. Didn't... Woof woof, woot woot, woot woot. There's a little Debbie. Woot woot. Oh, okay. I'll let you know when that comes in. Apparently it's not, but it tends to take a few moments. Cookies! Hello, Fwacker! How are we doing? Oh, there we go. Invite. Okay, bear with. I might be able to just randomly invite you here. Nuke's line. Add invite. I think we got around it, but that'll work. And bear with. Apparently this is a game I'm going to have to try and make in a moment. Jack TG. That one failed. Bear with. If you make sure I just get a thing, then we'll see. I don't want to abuse it too much. I mean, when it was just the two of us, it really wasn't, you know, messing around too much. It doesn't matter. It's actually both it'll work on. Okay, we have a Nuke's line. Jack, for whatever reason, I'm not getting your login correct at the moment. I'm going to start now. If you just have some invites prepared, we'll go and do stuff and things later. Oh god, I'm hosting. Alright. Let's have then a bodyguard, because I like the bodyguard. We'll have a doctor, an investigator, a jailer, veteran vigilante, retributionalist, and a mayor. Mafia. We want a godfather. And 2 random mafia. We want a arsenic. We want a serial killer. And we want 1 any and 1 neutral benign. I'm quite happy to start the game like that. Okay, I'll add a random townie in instead of the 8. We should get an any. Oh, I'm getting repicked. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in. Ah, I can't be that. Body Nation! And yes, I do want to kill you all off. It is a thing. On the plus side, though, I have 2 chances of getting a doctor roll. 42% chance of amnesiac coming up here, I've just noticed. Okay, so it adds a lot of chances. I am an amnesiac. And I used up a scroll for that. Okay. Burning Nation! Okay. And yes, I have the single most appropriate character sprite in history for this. Nah, don't tell me your class. Keep it secret. Play the game properly as much as you can. Really, you probably shouldn't be listening to me playing, but I'm not too worried about that. I can't really do anything at this point. It spoils the fun as well. When it was just me and one other person, you know, we could kind of bypass things because, honestly, we weren't able to affect the game on a grand scale. With us owning a quarter of the current roles in the game, you know, it's a bit of a thing. Now, the mayor didn't reveal himself night one, which I feel is always a good thing. Let's see. Oh, actually, I haven't put my cookie note up. Okay, I was healed. Healed, doused, and blocked. I had an eventful first night. But I will somehow save the Shadowhawk, unless he's evil, then kill the Shadowhawk for cookies. Darn that Shadowhawk! He must die for his cookies. Alex is out already. The good news is, Taco could come back. There's a retribution list. Dark Alex, don't leave. You might come back. I don't think he really is, but, you know. Actually, I could retributionalize the mayor. Oh, I could come back as mayor. That would be perfect. The downside of coming back as mayor is, unfortunately, I can't be healed. There are downsides to being the mayor. And the good thing is, at least we all know, but the downside is, well, I don't know. Let's go for it. Hang him! There is a chance there's no Jester. That's the other side of it. Yeah, you could get revived, and we could have two mayors. And there's suddenly mayor wars. So yeah, I'm probably going to take the mayor. You sure we can't have two mayors? Guilty, and plenty of abstinence. This is just how annoying the Jester ability is sometimes. Bye-bye. Could not find the last will. Medium. Yeah, I can be the medium, but I can't be the mayor. Darn it. Oh well, doesn't matter. So let's see what happens night 2. Given everything happened to be night 1. It's because I wear a dress. That's clearly it. They can't handle the pure sexiness. I did not perform my night ability. Nothing apparently happens. Right, so let's see what my choices are. Shot by a vigilante who also died guarding somebody. You may or may not, indeed. So Taco the bodyguard fell. Somebody was killed by a vet. He came into my house. And he was the blackmailer. Interesting. I actually don't like the blackmailer in a lot of ways. I should probably have taken that out, but name stealers, I know. Apparently, I am the serial killer. And he was the serial killer. Yay! The mayor is back. Yeah, because unfortunately the mayor can't be doctored for some bizarre reason. But there are ways to protect him. Unfortunately, the bodyguard is the best way to protect him, but the bodyguard is gone. Okay, so who is suspect? I unfortunately have nothing. What I might do, though, is do something really, 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 really evil. Do I feel like being really, 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 really evil? Yes. If I survive night 2, or night 3, I am going to become the serial killer. Because, quite frankly, it needs to happen. So, we are going to take... I think I was like him! I've never won as a serial killer, I don't think. Or if I have, it was when there were 2. This, though, could be interesting. I also haven't won a game tonight, which is not really... It's not really the kind of form to go into as a serial killer, but you know what? We'll see what happens. I remembered who I was. Oh dear. Taco's dead again. Lynch him, boys. Submit. Oh, the jailer's gone as well. That's one role I don't have to worry about. Died from guilt. That'll be the Vig. So that's 4 down, 3 to go. And really, if I'd have been paying better attention to who people are, I might have a better way around this. And executed by the jailer was... What the heck? I am confused. I am really confused. That was silly. Jailer executed confirmed mayor. To be fair, at least the jailer got it, and this is 2. The thing is, I need somebody to lynch the arsonist. I do need somebody to lynch the arsonist. We should probably just random at some point, but that would help me. So, muffin pie or James Bailey seems potentially here. Yeah, I am the serial killer. I decided to betray you all. To be fair, it seemed like a game where I could take advantage of things. So bodyguard gone, and the obvious mayor who'd be protected. That's perfect environment for the serial killer to kill everybody else. So I have one mafia I can kill, and really I need the Godfather and Arsonist to be things. This is the downside, of course. I am about to be triggered, but not yet. The Arsonist is looking good unless we lynch him. And there go two, and somewhere in this lot is somebody I need to lynch. So this is not a lie. Not a lie at all. Thankfully, the veteran's gone. That's the one thing that was possibly worrying me at that stage. Oh, I got the consort. You are good, I'll be honest. I'm not looking forward to the day I have to challenge you on this. If I know you're in the game, I'm going to have to pay real close attention. It's possible. I need to get the arsonist, really. The Godfather's a bit of a pain, but... Needs to be 4, but there's only 1 left. I don't mind keeping this ambiguous, but I do need them to get out. Yeah, there we go. If the Hound is the Godfather, then we got some chances. If not, I'm still in trouble, but I need to get one of them killed this turn. Then it's probably going to be a straight-up toss here. Town of Half Evil. I mean, come on. Oh dear. Yeah, clearly it's a bad game. Because you lost. You probably are hallucinating the whole stream. I wouldn't worry about it. I'll probably do one more after this and I might move on to my traditional late night mahjong thing. You have... It is a good game for the evil people at this point, but now they've got to counter each other. And I've got a feeling that with me burned, if the arsonist is lucky, then that is going to be game. Because I think at this point he might just trigger and go, because he does kill me at that point. My chances of winning only really apply if the Hound is the arsonist, and I don't think he is. He was actually the retributionist, which is not good for us. Oh well. So, that's pretty much game. We'll go there, and then it's basically the three of us bring forth the tides of confusion. Yes, definitely. But I'll bring forth the tides of confusion with a disaster villains and a little Debbie. Which is something I'll set up in a little bit, but I'll do one game after this. Another custom game, hopefully one I'm not hosting this time. Didn't say I failed to kill James Bailey, so I imagine I killed James Bailey. Yeah. So, negotiation for the evil victory. So, I need to hit the arson. Cause we're getting... Right. Because otherwise we burn. This is very, very true here. If this is not the arsonist, I lose. If Tom Selleck is the arsonist, though, you know. Clearly, because he's about to win. Honestly, yeah, I'm just going to go with it. You reckon it was, I've already killed him. Because Baylor's the investigator, but it doesn't matter. Doodle-doodle-doo. 3-0. We had no real hope of this. If the arsonist is still alive, the arsonist wins, and it's a well done win, in fairness. If it's not the arsonist, then the game is in the balance. We hit the Godfather, which unfortunately means... GG. Out of interest, I'm going to try and kill, but I think there's only one person I can kill tonight. And I don't know whether it's Dor Kickington or Selleck. Oop. So I'm going to try and kill Dor Kickington. Yeah, true. Sorry, I'm not paying all that much attention to it, in fairness, which I probably should be. Oh well. One more after this, and then I'll go and mess around with tiles. But nearly a serial killer victory. I was doused in gas. I was already doused, actually, which is confusing because I should really have gone up in flames there. Okay. Doused again. Door was immune. Can you find it in your heart? Okay, no worries, sir. Vote for Tom. At this point, it doesn't matter. Maybe, but I have a coin flip. And maybe I am. Either way, it is GG. But, I mean, in fairness, it shouldn't be, because I should have I was already doused on night 1, so... First thing that happened to me was I got doused. Which means he's not really been keeping good records of that. Oh, he did heal me, so he was the doc. Yeah, well. Arsonist wins. See you later, Dylan. And thus we return to the things. Alright, I have a notification here which says the Disaster Dylan's is around, but he's already said he's not going to be. So I'm going to give that a couple of moments while I go and change the things. Alright, bear with. We're going to go with you. And I quickly accept the top hat of doom. Okay, that'll do. And get out of that. Cue, save. Okay. Trucker guy wins. It's true enough, but in fairness, I had a coin flip. I really had, you know, 50-50 shot at that stage. So in fairness, I was already doused, so I thought I was finished that night anyway. When we hit the Godfather, I could deal with the Godfather in theory, but I needed to try and hit the Arsonist. Okay. So last chances if anybody wishes to join. It's okay. In fairness, it was as good a best as any, and I decided to go for it. As I say, it came down to a coin toss. I couldn't really... I might have got some things if I'd paid a bit more attention, but either way. Ah! If you'd have remembered, it would have been over a night sooner, in fairness. And besides, we don't mind. We honestly don't mind. Right. Yeah, if you're playing, I do kind of prefer you to, but it's not that much of a problem. Right. GG. And we'll see how well that goes up. I always say my name out loud. But, you know, Burning Nation. It must happen. Always must happen. Right. Oop, and I have another notification quickly. Nuke's Lion has been accepted. Excellent. Yeah, no worries. I'm still waiting on that first win of the day. Oh dear. Sooner or later I will win at this game. It will happen. I need to just pay attention and be a class that I can actually win in a town which works, or with a mafia that works. Or, you know, just be a better serial killer. Okay, and also we shall invite Jack TG. Invite all the players. No worries, I'm always happy to try and help a jester win. Somehow, for reasons. But it won't happen again. If you're Mafioso, you are in charge of selecting targets. In fact, if the Godfather picks a target, you go kill that target. You're the actual person who actually does the killing. Which is why the escort actually needs to hit the Mafioso and not the Godfather. If there is no Godfather, you effectively get promoted to a Godfather. Right, is that everybody except Little Debbie? That is everybody. Let us then start. I'm not hosting, which is awesome. Let's see what gets picked. I'm not in a mood to really rush them, but... Oh, well, there's a blackmailer. I'm probably going to stick to... I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, if I'm streaming Persona 3, I'm probably going to want to do it in Twitch because I can actually import the thing from HexChat. So I actually have the chat thing on there. Oh, God. Alright, repick. The downside is I'm going to be the host at this point. And next to certain. Next to certain it will pick me as the host because I'm controlling a large group at this stage. Host has been repicked. Okay. Well, I wasn't picked, but carry on. Jack TG, you have full control. Actually, has it? Oh, no. It's / repick. But yes. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. As long as he's actually working on things, I don't mind. Though apparently more random towns is the order of the day. I don't mind other people picking, and I don't mind even games that are sort of like this, Mafia versus Town. I don't care if he's new or not, it's just a case of we want the game to start sometime in the next century. One more and it's a new host, and... It's not me. Top Hat of Doom! He's one of mine. Okay, you have control. Whoever Top Hat of Doom is, pick well. I don't know why it didn't get me, because I'm basically host of the group, isn't it? Aren't I normally? There we go. He's actually doing things. Right. Okay, things are happening. I can work with that. It's a Mafia versus Towny game, but I can work with that. Keep pressing start, because unfortunately people will leave. Yeah, people will keep doing this. Just keep pressing start. Amarin. I had a name earlier. I am Red Shirt Bob. I know I've announced that to everybody, but I don't care. Red Shirt Bob. The Bobinator. I was going to be Doom Guy, actually, but I decided to change it. Oh, my scrolls are still in effect, so I might be an amnesiac again. Whoops. Oh, well, we'll find out in a moment. That was a vet. A veteran Doom Guy would have been fine. I can work with that. Yeah, I'm going to do exactly the same trick I tried to do last time. And we'll see how many I get. There we go on alert. So Nuclear Lion there's a mayor in the game, which I suppose there might be. But let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I can only kill really one person who's going to be evil. This totally won't fail. It'll kill a load of townies, but that's, at this point, you know... I told you! I told you! Don't visit the darn clown house. Oh dear. I could have slept that night. Darn it, I could have slept that night. Now I don't know what to do. Sometimes you'd be surprised how many people you get with that, but it's fine. I'm totally not a jester. Now, I think this is a bit obvious. I'm totally not a veteran. Definitely not. You'd be surprised there. So, what else do we have here? We have a blackmailer, we have a janitor as well. We'll see, we'll just be quiet night 2. We'll save a bullet. Night 2 will be the night we die. But I think that's how I'm going to play it. In the meantime, it is basically 1 a night, and we do have to try and get... we have a few attempts to get the Mafia. Apparently Kate. Which in fairness I've gone for before. Random night 1 Lynch is always, generally speaking, an okay thing to try, but didn't work. Also, I haven't put my thing up. No cookies for you. This is Town of Salem, which is a basically werewolf-style mystery game of deduction and logic. Although the deduction and logic kind of fails. There should be a sun symbol in the upper right along here if you have the ability to be a mayor. As for when you reveal it, you can reveal it any time. Anytime. Anytime that you press that sun, you reveal yourself as mayor. And the mayor gets 3 votes once he's announced. He also cannot be healed. But equally, that means all guilt goes off of you because clearly you are the mayor. And yay, Taco was cleaned. Hooray! They've started doing that. There's lots of whispering going on. Yeah, you probably are going to get revealed. That's fair enough. I'm hoping that the medium will at least log it somewhere. At this point, I'm not sure what the voting is against Kate, but other than her saying any leads and coming up with not a lot. Yeah, I'm aware of how... oh, that's how you whisper, but honestly, whispering is always suspicious. Nevertheless, I'm going to go and vote up Kate. Because it's kind of worth doing early on. At least to try and work something out. Now, if she does the I am blackmail trick, that'd be useful. In fact, I should write that out somewhere on my notes pad here. It's always helpful to have. I mean, it won't be helpful to me in this game particularly, but... if she is blackmailed, it does tend to do odd things like that, but still, I'm going to vote guilty anyway. Might backfire, but we're going to do it anyway. Doc probably is Mafia. But we'll find out later. He did vote guilty, so that suggests this is not a favourable one. We're about to find out, though. We killed the janitor! And thus, order was restored. That suggests, actually, that unless Doc is playing a very silly game, he's not Mafia. I'm reluctant to go another night without, but only because tonight is night 3. But if I can... See, here's the thing. They like... People assume veterans like to save that one bullet. And so night 3 is probably the time they will not have it. But there's no evidence that I am a vet at this stage, and I could need it for later. But I've got to survive that long, so... no, I wasted another bullet. Stupid cats. And bye-bye, Jason. They didn't kill the mayor. In fairness, there's probably some way to protect him at this point. It's probably true. Murder, death, kill. You'll be fine. Possibly. Unfortunately, the medium died before we could get any useful info out of you. Do you even put anything in there? D4? There could be spies, actually, which would be helpful. One bullet left, and I think I've got to save this one. I'm not sure where. I've got to save it for a critical point in the game, and unfortunately, my point of this game really isn't very big. I either get the mafioso or I don't. It doesn't matter, I shouldn't know, but I'm imagining you're a townie of some kind. If you have a neutral benign, then that's fine. We don't mind that too much. And if you're the any, then we'll see. But I'm not going to go and bullet up this time. Did not perform my notability. But that red darn thing came up and I thought, oh, maybe. But no. No, Don Von Rumblebuns. Yeah, I'm suspicious of Doc, actually. Doc, Jason, Med. Doc. Doesn't seem to type a lot of the other stuff out. There can be 2 vets. It's a random town, so it's possible there are 2 vets. You'll roll first. Only as fishy as you are. No, I'll put the vote on Doc for the moment. I'm being silent at this stage, but we'll see. There we go. I mean, can't be based, I suppose, but we'll see. Well... I'm honestly gonna risk it. Because second, we haven't proven there is 1 Doc yet. Yeah, probably. For the 2, Jack the Ripper said innocent. But we'll see. Those 2 are whispering around, so... One and 2 are suspicious because I'm a vet. Well, this is the time I use my bullet. Well, he was lying about his role at the very worst. Oh well. My last alert, so I might as well use it now. There's no point in holding it off. Because I don't imagine I'm going to have another night after that. Oh dear God, you were killed by your teammates. Awesome. They probably do. But as I say, I'm probably going to die this round anyway. Whether they want me as a scapegoat or not. At this point, it's 3v4. Because he was whispering. And suspect. Clearly wrong, but... But my point stands. So many mediums. Survive is not helpful to our cause at all. The problem is, there's not really a lot of easy ways to do it here. Well, the thing is, if we is a survivor, we still lose. Oh, darn it. Someone has to die, otherwise we do lose. The townies do lose if we do not lynch somebody. That is mathematical fact at this point. It comes 3v3. We can't win any of the voting things, and we just get picked off one by one. This is the last chance for the townies. But I was expecting myself to be lynched, but if they are going to leave me up for random lynchings, then that's going to be game. Richard Bob shall say guilty because I kind of have to. Though with 3 townies versus 4, it's possible. It's not massively likely, but... Yeah, 4 down. If 2 abstains were both Mafia, then that is... that means we got at least some luck out of that. So, Easty and Tyros. No, my top hat! Yeah. So I'm dead tonight. And they decide not to attack me at this point, but... How can we starve? I mean, honestly, we have so much meat around. Admittedly, we just sacrificed the Great Volcano God, but, you know. Hazard of living on top of a volcano. Actually, twin volcano, the way that looks. Well, let's hope that one doesn't erupt anytime soon. Anyway, game is still on. Soylent Green is people! But Soylent Red is very delicious. Soylent Orange is fine. Darn your top hat, sir. Oh, Easty died. That's going to throw a bone in things. That means somebody voted guilty. We shall see. Actually, if it was a transporter, as somebody had mentioned, that might have caused some hilarity. Yep. That might have caused some hilarity. Soylent Blue tastes like Sprite. We don't go up to Soylent Blues, I don't think. Not in Paranoia, anyway. In fact, Paranoia, you stop at Soylent Yellows. Yeah, same applies. I'm a vet. A vet you will lose. Just saying. Okay, game over. Game over, GG. I am a vet. Then I do die to 2 Mafia. Boom! Bunny Nation! I don't know why they're worried about jesters at this point. You have killed the Shadowhawk. Have a cookie. At this point, though, it doesn't matter. Mafia win. Well, that's a whole game of losses tonight, then. Hopefully this won't continue when I move on to Mahjong in a little bit, but we'll see. Yep. GG. Not much I can do there. Not always. Soylent Ultraviolet is clearly treasonous for everybody. The transporter basically swaps the houses of 2 people, any 2 people. This does cause hilarity, of course, because if they try and attack one person, they're actually attacking the person who was transported around. I think what happened there, the transporters swapped themselves into whoever's being attacked. Do 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 do. Are there even any townies left at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So unless the any happened to be another townie, they're actually out of townies. 2 and a benign. Well, actually, it can't be 2 and a benign. There must be some games still going on. This is what the neutral benign is. And Marie actually has a winning condition by himself. Well, we shall see. Edward Bishop goes up. The last person I tried to fling everything on at the end, but we'll see. Doc says, oh well. What night are we even on? Day 8. Do, do, do. Yeah, no worries, Wacko. We'll see you another time. Guilty. I'm surviving these games, but I haven't won any of them. Ah, dear. He tried, but he died. Mafia victory. Mafia wins. Yeah, I figured they were both it. I'm surprised they didn't automatically do it, but it doesn't matter. Right. So I'm going to call that a this part of the stream over. I'm going to be doing some mahjong things, but those of you who are interested in that can stay. If not, I'll catch you guys later. So, I shall see you soon. Exit.